And we're back with Nosing Around with Mandy and Tony. We're here in Holden Beach, North Carolina, and we're here today with Miriam and Cheryl, who are part of the Greater Merchants Association of Holden Beach.
Welcome. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
Welcome. So we would like to have them discuss and talk to us more about the festival that they host, which is the Festival by the Sea. And when is the festival?
October 26th and 27th.
And what times do the festival run?
From 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. on Saturday, and from 9 to 4 on Sunday. And then there will also be an extra event Saturday evening from 6 to 8.
Okay, what will that be?
We are bringing back the street dance.
Oh, cool.
The
great.
street dance has been gone for quite some time, so we are bringing it back. The location is tentatively at Walgreens parking lot, and we have to get permission from corporate, but once we get that done, if not, we'll relocate it. But we are definitely having a street dance.
And that the Walgreens is on the mainland, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And right now we're here under the bridge, the causeway at the pavilion, and this is where the main festival area is held, correct?
Yes. We have live music all weekend up on the pavilion, and the vendors go all the way down the streets. There's 3 streets up here, and they will be lined with vendors on all sides, along with, we have a children's activity center that Home Depot hosts for us. They bring out crafts and things for the children to do. And then we have a food court with all
We've
the
had
festival
Home
foods.
Depot do several events for us before, too. They're very, very helpful with that, and the kids really enjoy those,
They do.
Oh, yeah, the
those
kids
do-it-yourself program projects that they get to do.
Yes.
What type of food vendors? Obviously seafood. We're by the sea,
We
correct?
have seafood, barbecue, gyros, which I think Ero's the right name for that, isn't it?
Greek.
But anyway, yeah,
Yes.
Greek food. Of course, hamburgers and hot dogs.
Yeah. We do have the Hog Heaven barbecue.
That's great. That's
great.
great. And then you say you have vendors. Are these craft vendors, local artisans, a little bit?
We have local artisans. We have local authors that also set up. We have craft vendors that come from all over North, South Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee. And they can range anywhere from 85 vendors to, we have had as many as 147 vendors.
Wow.
Maybe 175. But I know it went really high one year, and we intend to bring it back. And you can come and find very unique items in there.
Now,
We've already started getting in some vendors money asking to be in the show. So
that's
it's
great.
That's great.
Now, you mentioned earlier, we were talking before we started filming this segment, you have a fishing tournament that goes on back here in the Intercoastal Waterway that will be going on all day too?
We do. Last year we did not have a fishing tournament. We are bringing it back. It's usually an offshore tournament. This year it's going to be an inland tournament in the Intercoastal Waterway, the rivers, and the backwaters. And what they're going to do is going to be called a Carolina Slam. Have you ever heard of the Carolina Slam?
I've heard of it, but I'm not familiar.
Yeah, it consists of 3 fish, a trout, a bass, and a flounder. And I'm not sure, Ali Raja Charters is featuring and they're hosting the fishing tournament for us. And it's going to kick off at 7 a.m. and then weigh-in time will be 5 p.m.
So
Saturday
they will
afternoon.
need to catch one of each to qualify, is that correct?
Yes, that's right. Yep.
That sounds interesting.
And then we will have a horseshoe tournament at 10 a.m. We'll have a sandcastle tournament over on the beach at 2 p.m. Live music.
You've covered about everything as far as competitions and tournaments and things for just about anybody to do with this festival. That's awesome. Now, you're talking about the live music. Have you got anybody lined up already?
The bands have not been booked as of yet.
What are some of the bands you've had in the past?
Usually the Imitation, Sea Cruise, the usual. We usually try to have beach music. We may have some country music. We actually have a person that reserves the entertainers for us, and she has not yet booked the bands for the festival yet, but they are always great.
Absolutely.
We are starting to bring some local talent in. We have quite a few local musical artists here.
Yes, we
so
do.
we are starting to introduce some of those during our festival as well.
That's great.
So as you get those bands booked, you can let us know at the chamber, and we can put that
That's
out
right.
to the public through our chamber website, and also you guys will be putting that out through your different advertising
Right.
venues too, correct?
That's right. We'll be in the Brunswick Beacon. We'll be on some of the TV stations with commercials and with you guys. One of the main events of Festival by the Sea is the parade. It kicks it off at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. We have a parade over on the mainland. It goes down the causeway. We're going to have the Shriners. We're going to have local individual teams just going. The parade is a really big part of our festival.
So what
That's
is the,
great.
can the community still get involved in that
That's
if there's
right.
businesses or
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
civic organizations or churches that want to be in as
Any
part of the
churches,
parade?
civic organizations, businesses, individuals,
High school bands.
Yep, high schools, any school, dance teams, individuals, anyone that wants to participate in the parade. We would love to have you. There is no entry fee. It is free of charge.
That's
and
excellent.
the more the merrier, I say. And they can find the parade forms online on our website, as well as the fishing tournament entries. Any of the forms, the vendor forms are on there, the food vendor forms are on there. Anything that they may need to find out about the festival, they can find it at the www.greaterholdenbeachmerchants.com.
So is there an admission cost to the festival?
No, ma'am. The festival is free admission to everyone. They can come out, and there's free parking as well. There is no charge whatsoever to attend the North Carolina Festival by the Sea.
That's great. So all the sponsorship information, all the vendor information, entry fees or entry applications are all available
Yes.
online.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
Everything's
great.
available.
Well, we look forward to coming down
Yeah.
and
Well, we look
celebrating
forward to
with
having
you
you
guys.
here.
It'll
Yes,
be
we
fun.
do.
Well, it sounds like a wonderful event.
Yeah, I hope everyone can come out and join us.
Yeah. Well,
Thank-
we want to thank you for nosing around with Mandy and Tony. Again, we're here at Holden Beach, North Carolina with Miriam and Cheryl, who are part of the Greater Merchants Association of Holden Beach, and they are hosting the Festival by the Sea in October.
Yes, come on down.